Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh. Welcome everyone to my class. In this 23rd session, we're going to talk about column versus shape chart. So, guys, we have done in last few classes lot of cumulative charts where we have taken two charts into consideration. Like first, I spoke about lollipop chart. So, I hope you remember lollipop chart. What we did in lollipop chart, we are discussing about a bar chart over which there was a circular chart which we called as a lollipop chart. Then we spoke about line versus column chart where we compared again whenever two variables we are discussing. Here the generally the two variables we consider was sales and the profit. Here we talked about only sales. So we compare sales with sales only. So here we consider sales with the profit where probably sales I have taken in the bar chart, while the pro line diagram I try to talk about profit, where I try to compare the profit of the company based on subcategories. Okay, so based on different subcategories, what are the profit and the sales of the company that I try to do comparison here. So that was the second thing what we did when we talked about line versus column chart. Then in the last session, I talked about dual axis chart or column versus circle chart. So when I was talking about column versus circle chart, again there I spoke about comparison between sales and the profit. I was talking about the comparison between the sales and the profit again based on different subcategories. Okay, so which was initially look very familiar with the lollipop kind of chart. And now in this session, we're gonna speak about column versus shape chart. Shape can be like the same way. Here I've taken circle, right? Now in place of circle, I can even take any shapes. Okay, same way, the way we have done, the same way we'll discuss the column versus charts also the same way. Okay, so nothing is different. Only the last part, instead of directly taking the probably circle as a shape, here I just consider any shape. I can even install my photo. I can download my photo in the system, and that I can put even put any kind of shape you can take. That doesn't matter here. So to do working on this, I'll take subcategory under column. Okay, I'll take subcategory under column, and then I'll take sales under row, right? So you'll take a string and you take a measure, okay, or you take a discrete data and a continuous data. So the continuous data is definitely numerical, which you can easily see by the green color. So the kind of representation what you will get a kind of what to say, the vertical representation in which we called as a bins also. So this vertical representation, which we called as column chart of bin, that is what going to happen if you try to plot the relationship between a string and a measure. Okay, so once you get the string and the measure, so like I'll take again again to get two charts, because here I'm considering two charts, either when I talk about lollipop charts, or either I talk about maybe column versus line chart or column versus circle chart. Here I'm going to talk about column versus any shape chart. Again, probably I'll take two measures here. So because we are trying to compare two charts, so we need to take two measures here. So here the two measures I've taken is sales and sales. So you know how to bring them in one axis. So either how to bring them in one axis, directly you can drag the sales over the secondary axis. Okay, you can directly drag the sales over the secondary axis. Now you have comparison of sales with sales. Okay, for different subcategories. So now the first sales what you saw, what I want to make it in the form of column. So I'll click on bar. You can change the color of this. So I made it bar. Okay. Now for the second, what I can do for the second chart, what can I do? I can go to here. drop down, and here I can go to shapes. So before I'll go to shape, you first reduce the size of the first one. The bins what you get, you can reduce the size of them. Now go to the second one, go and click on shapes. So here you got the shape. So you can choose any shape. You can choose any shapes here. You can consider any shape. That doesn't matter. Okay, you can consider any shape here, which will represent the another term of profit. And otherwise, you can select the shape palette. The different palettes of shapes are there. You can choose them. You can click on apply, then okay. Okay. So you can do like this way. Click on shape, go to more shapes, and here you can figure out some shapes whether press OK. You can do like this way, or you go to more shapes. Then here click on bug tracking. You can click on bugs, apply. Okay. Let me just change the color of this because both look same color. So here make it maybe green. Now looks better. So you can see the two parameter you have sales with sales you are comparing. The same thing we did right for the lollipop also. There we compare sales with the sales. So here in the shape you instead of making circular, I just took some bugs. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. So first one is done. Second one, you can go to shapes, more shapes, and then what you can do, your reload shapes. Okay. So what I can do, like you can see something called shape of newborn baby. So that I have put here. So that was not there before. So how I got that? So to get any new shapes, you can what you can do, you can download that shape from the Google. So you can type newborn baby Google. So you can simply download any shape from Google. You can put any image, you can put your photo, doesn't matter. I'll put newborn baby. You can download it. So you can take this photo, any of this photo. Okay. And once you're taken this photo, save this photo. Where to save this photo, I'll tell you. So all the work what we are doing on Tableau, it need to be saved in a particular location. For that, here document, and then my Tableau repository. And here, what you can do, these all came by default. Go to shapes, under shape, go to bug tracking, and here you can see a small newborn baby image. So this I have downloaded. Now the same thing what you can do once you put in this folder called bug tracking. Okay, once you're done with this, what you can do, you can go to shapes, more shapes, and here you can click on reload shapes. So when you'll click on reload shapes, new shape will come in. Clear. So you just need to click on reload shape. Once you copy that image from Google, you just need to put that image under this folder, and then you just need to refresh this. So Tableau automatically will do the work. Clear everyone, very simple. Like the way you made this, you can make some image like this. You can make some image like this where you are comparing two image. Okay, here you are comparing two image. Okay, so here I compared column versus shapes. So when I'm comparing column versus shapes, I can take any shape, any installed template of the shapes I can take, or I can take new shape which I'll download from Google. Okay, and I need to store that in my Tableau repository shapes folder, and by default, the data would be there in that folder. And then probably once we'll do refresh here, once we'll do refresh here, we'll go to shapes, more shapes, okay, then reload shapes. You can click on reload shape under this bug tracking. So shape palette, you can search, and you whichever file you'll save under bug tracking. Okay, bug tracking, the same thing can be easily identify uh, probably in some other folder which is there under the Tableau. So when you install Tableau, you just need to open my Tableau repository. Under that, you can go under shapes. Under shapes, you can click on bug tracking. And here you can, whatever the image you have downloaded from Google, you can paste it here. Clear everyone? So this here what I've done, I have superimposed the relationship between the sales with respect to the sales, where one form of sales is being considered as a vertical diagram, while the other form of the chart will go for the shapes. Anyone, any doubt? So I hope you are getting it right. So here we are talking a dual chart, where the one chart where I'm comparing the sales of the company with the sales of the company. So for the first sales, I represented the first sales of the company with in the term of bins, okay, which represent the continuous distribution pattern here. So we represent the data in the form of bins, and when we are talking about the bins, so you are comparing sales with the sales. So one part of the same data is represented in the form of sales, and the other part of the same data would be represented, uh, would be in some other appropriate logical representation. Like here I've used shapes. Okay, so we can use something, we can use every time something unique, like lollipop or maybe anything else. So altogether they make the uh, representation of the data very familiar, very touchy at certain moment, so that it ultimately will improve our mental ability, in the sense that we don't forget what is need to be drawn on that case. So guys, it's time to wind up the class. I hope you have understood this. In case of any doubt, do feel to contact with so many questions. So it's time to wind up the class. Take care. Bye everyone. Clear everyone. So I'll wind up the class now. Take care. Bye.